Okay, so welcome to another of the No Frills videos. This one, due to, I guess, popular request, is to go into a little bit of detail about these knights, because in 4 Kings 1 War, anyone that's played 4 Kings 1 War knows that the knights are actually quite a lethal piece, and it can take you a couple of games to get your head around it, purely because in 4 Kings 1 War, knights still move in an L-shaped fashion, so they still move in this L-shaped fashion. We call that a hop, but the knights in 4 Kings 1 War have a range of a double hop. So they can do a single, but they can basically move in 2 L-shaped maneuvers in any direction, and it only counts as 1 turn. So it really makes these knights quite lethal, quite intimidating. And certainly, unlike in traditional chess where knights and bishops are valued similarly, and you'll see a lot of exchanges in traditional chess where someone's happy to exchange a knight for a bishop, or vice versa, depending on their style of play. That is absolutely not the case in 4 Kings 1 War. Knights are valued at 7 points, so just under the queen, and some people actually value them more than a queen. But as intimidating as they are, they do have their limitations, and there are actually patterns that you can be aware of that help you maneuver around knights with not too much stress. So what I'm going to do in this video is, without blowing your minds, give you some basic patterns to be aware of. So this knight here obviously is sitting on a white square, so a single hop, single L-shaped maneuver is obviously one's there, one's there, one's there. You know the drill. If you know how knights move, it's pretty easy to work out a single hop. The rule of thumb with knights is if you ever land on a diagonal line to a knight, so these white lines in this case are diagonals, what you don't want to do ever is land on an immediate diagonal. One right next to the knight. This one, this one, this one, or this one. Reason being is because the knight on a double hop can double back on itself and take you. So what they would do in this case is they would go here and then just double back to there, and that's their 2 hops. So you don't want to land on a diagonal right next to a knight, but the next one's fine, the next one's dangerous, the next one's fine. So on the diagonals it's basically dangerous, safe, dangerous, safe. So dangerous, safe, dangerous, and so on and so forth. Dangerous because of this double back here. Safe, the knight can't do a double L shape to get to here. That one there, so dangerous, safe, dangerous, that's kind of its long range strike. So what it will do there is go 1 and 2. So that's a double hop. So they've got quite a long range. But like I said, if you're moving around, just don't land on a diagonal right next to it. You've got to have kind of 1 square in between. Or if you've got 2 squares, you're in trouble because that's the long range hop. It's the opposite for the squares that are basically, I guess, for want of a better term, horizontal to the knight. And that is safe, dangerous, safe, dangerous. Safe because there's no way a knight can get there. Dangerous because of the double hop basically here and here. Safe because it can't get there. Dangerous because that's its long range. Bump, bump, or it could even go this way. Bump, bump. So just to recap, on the diagonals it's dangerous, safe, dangerous, safe. And on the horizontals, I guess, is safe, dangerous, safe, dangerous. There are other squares out here that you've got to be mindful of, because this one here, for example, the knight can actually you can't get to that one. It's this one here. It's on the same color, but what it's going to do is go bump right there and then back on itself. And another interesting, I guess, pattern to be aware of with knights is if you're going to do a single hop, you're always going to land on the opposite opposite coloured square than what you're starting on. So in this case, the knight's on a white square. If I was to do a single hop, I'm going to only land on a black square. That's all I can land on. There, 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 there. If you do a double hop, you can only land on the coloured square that you start on. So I'm starting on a white square. If I did a double hop, one to a black square, the next one can only be a white square. So how this is helpful is if you're out here and you're going, oh, well, there's a knight in the middle of the board, which often there is, or even if you're attacking and you want to figure out if you can reach something, you just have to kind of glance your eye at around about the long range, and you go, okay, well, I'm on a white square. You don't have to look at the black squares out here. The only time you have to look at a coloured square that's opposite than what you're on is the single hops, and they're obviously quite easy to see. But from a double hop, you're on a white square, you can only double hop to a white square. So this will be dangerous, and that fits in with the diagonal rule of dangerous, safe, dangerous, because bump, bump, you're on a white square. This will be dangerous because it's a white square, so yep, you can get there. That'll be dangerous, that's the double hop. That'll be dangerous because that's there. That will be dangerous because of the double hop. That'll be dangerous because of the double hop. That'll be dangerous because of the double hop. So if you're going to do a double hop, you're basically going to land on the same coloured square. So that kind of helps when you're moving around. If you see a knight there, then land on a black square, you'll be sweet. Unless it's the immediate black square that they can do a single hop on. And look, at the end of the day, if you've landed on that square, to be honest, and to be fair, you've probably got to open your eyes up a little bit more in regards to that, because that's right in front of you. But it does happen. Sometimes you'll put a piece right next to a pawn because you're just not seen it for some reason. But yeah, so rule of thumb, just to recap with that, on the diagonals, the pattern is dangerous, safe, dangerous, safe. On the horizontals, it's safe, dangerous, safe, dangerous. If you're going to do a single hop, you're going to land on an opposite coloured square than what you started on. And if you're going to do a double hop, you can only land on the same coloured square. So that should help you. I've just set up something here as well to just show you with this knight down here. You've got to be aware of hidden attacks, basically, because what a knight can't do, this knight here, obviously it's starting on a black square. I've just landed a queen within range, funny enough, on a black square. Is that dangerous? Well, it would be, because there's the double hop there, but because there's a piece on that, what we call a transit square, you can't jump over that piece. If it's your piece, you have to move it. If it's an enemy piece, you'd have to take it, and that's the end of the turn. So in this case, the queen's landed there. She might think she's safe, but she's not, because of course I've got two moves. So my first move, I can just move that out the way. Now I've opened that transit square, then I can jump down here and take the queen. So be wary of that. I might have to move that back here, and I'll show you another example again. Well, if I'm going to move this piece and I want to show you a double hop, I've just got to look for another black square. It'll be right there. And that one actually goes on that diagonal I was telling you about, dangerous, safe, dangerous. But let's just say, oh no, we'll leave that pawn there. So that's dangerous. Well, it would be dangerous, but there's the double hop. At the moment, that transit square is occupied, so I can't jump off that piece. What I've got to do is I'd have to move that piece, open that transit square up. That's one move. Second move, one hop, two hop, we take it out. So just be wary of the hidden attacks on those transit squares. Remember that that pattern: dangerous, safe, dangerous, safe, dangerous, safe, and you know the coloured squares if you're doing a double hop and so forth. Just to demonstrate that king's on a black square. If I was thinking, can I get in for a check? Somewhere around the range would probably be here, because that's a black square and it's a double hop. So if I get within range of a double hop, absolutely that's a check. There's a single hop, there's a double hop. It's an easy one to block in this case, because we talk about that transit square having to be free. All your opponent would have to do is move the pawn there. As you can see, that check's removed, and I can't jump off that piece. I'd have to take that if I wanted to, which is crazy. Yep, I'll put you back in check, but of course that's suicide, because your pawn would just come in and take it. So you don't want to do that. So that's the knight. It is a tricky piece. It's super cool to master, and I use the word master lightly because it's not like it's a degree. It just takes a couple of goes. But if you bear that formula in mind, hopefully that'll help you get less intimidated by them. They do have their limitations. You can move freely around them, and yeah, if you end up having too many knights out there attacking your opponent, chances are you're going to start losing them. So use them carefully. But I hope that helps. That's the knight's double hop and its movements. And again, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That helps the channel as well. But that's another video in the No Frills series, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.